Have you ever heard of a weapon so powerful it could shake the entire planet? A weapon that could trigger earthquakes and tsunamis on demand? It sounds like something straight out of a science fiction movie, but what if I told you this might have been a real project pursued by one of history's most notorious regimes? Today, we're diving deep into the shadows of World War II to uncover the story of Project Thunder, a mysterious and terrifying weapon that supposedly was in development by the Third Reich. Was this a genuine technological endeavor, a fantastical piece of propaganda, or something else entirely? Join us as we explore the secrets behind Hitler's earth-shaking weapon. As World War II raged on, the Third Reich was desperately searching for a Wunderwaffe, a wonder weapon, that could turn the tide of the war in their favor. We all know about the V-2 rockets and the Messerschmitt Me-262 jet fighter, but German scientists were exploring far more radical and, frankly, terrifying ideas. Among these was the concept of a tectonic weapon, a device capable of harnessing and directing the immense power of the Earth's own geology. The goal was simple, yet apocalyptic: create artificial earthquakes to devastate enemy cities, cripple industrial centers, and destroy entire armies without firing a single traditional shot. This ambitious and horrifying concept was allegedly codenamed Project Thunder. So how exactly would a weapon like this even work? The theory behind Project Thunder was rooted in the science of seismology. The idea was to trigger a seismic event by creating a massive, focused explosion at a precise point along a tectonic plate fault line. Think of it like this: the Earth's crust is made of massive plates that are constantly under immense stress. If you could find a particularly vulnerable spot and apply a sudden, massive burst of energy, you might be able to release all that pent-up geological tension at once, causing a catastrophic earthquake. The scientists involved supposedly believed that a series of strategically placed, large-yield conventional explosives, or perhaps even a nascent nuclear device, could be the key to unlocking this destructive power. They weren't just thinking about land either. Another theory involved detonating charges deep underwater to trigger tsunamis that could wipe out coastal cities. The alleged mastermind behind this project was a mysterious figure, Dr. Rolf Widerøe, a brilliant Norwegian physicist. Widerøe was a pioneer in particle accelerator technology, and his work was crucial for later developments in physics. During the war, he was coerced into working for the Germans in Hamburg. While his official work was on devices like the Betatron, some historical accounts and declassified documents suggest he was also consulted on more esoteric and dangerous projects. The secrecy surrounding his wartime activities has fueled speculation for decades. Was he merely a pawn, forced to work on conventional projects, or was he actively involved in designing a doomsday device? The trail is murky, but his expertise in high-energy physics would have been invaluable for a project aiming to release immense energy. His name is forever linked to the legend of Project Thunder, a shadow that hangs over his otherwise brilliant scientific legacy. The primary testing ground for this earth-shaking weapon was supposedly the island of Rügen, located in the Baltic Sea. This large German island was home to numerous secret military installations and research facilities during the war. Its relative isolation and geological features made it an ideal, if chilling, location for such experiments. According to various post-war reports and eyewitness testimonies, strange seismic activities and powerful, unexplained explosions were observed in the vicinity of Rügen in the final years of the war. Some accounts speak of tremors felt hundreds of kilometers away. Were these the first tests of Project Thunder? Or were they simply rumors born from the fear and paranoia of a collapsing regime conducting other, more conventional, secret weapons tests? The evidence is fragmented, a puzzle of anecdotal reports and classified files that have only partially seen the light of day. Of course, a project of this magnitude raises a huge question. Was it actually feasible? The sheer amount of energy required to influence tectonic plates is astronomical, far beyond what even a nuclear weapon of that era could produce. Most modern seismologists and physicists are highly skeptical. They argue that while a large explosion can certainly cause localized tremors, the idea of precisely triggering a major earthquake along a specific fault line is, even with today's technology, practically impossible. The Earth's geological systems are incredibly complex and chaotic. Predicting them is hard enough. Controlling them is another matter entirely. Critics suggest that Project Thunder was likely more of a psychological operation than a viable scientific endeavor, a terrifying myth designed to intimidate the Allies and boost morale on the home front. The legend of an earthquake weapon was perhaps more powerful than the weapon itself. So, what happened to Project Thunder? As the Allies closed in on Germany from all sides in 1945, many of the Reich's secret projects were either hastily destroyed, abandoned, or fell into Allied hands. The scientists, documents, and any existing prototypes were scattered to the winds. Key figures like Wernher von Braun were famously scooped up by the Americans in Operation Paperclip to work on the US space program. It's highly probable that any research related to Project Thunder was either captured by the Soviets, who were the first to reach many of these eastern research sites, like Rügen, or was deliberately obliterated by the Nazis themselves to prevent it from being discovered. The truth may be locked away in a still classified Moscow archive or reduced to ashes in the final desperate days of the war. This lack of concrete evidence is precisely what makes the story so captivating and enduring. The legacy of Project Thunder lives on, not as a proven historical fact, but as a chilling, cautionary tale. It blurs the line between scientific ambition and military madness. While the earthquake weapon itself may have been a fantasy, the fact that scientists were seriously exploring such concepts highlights the terrifying extent of the Third Reich's Wonder Weapon program. It serves as a stark reminder of how science, in the wrong hands, can be twisted towards unimaginable destruction. The story also entered the realm of popular culture, influencing countless spy thrillers, video games, and conspiracy theories about secret superweapons and hidden Nazi bases. The legend endures because it speaks to our deepest fears about both the destructive power of nature and the unchecked ambition of humanity. In the end, the story of Project Thunder remains one of World War II's most compelling mysteries. Was it a real, albeit failed, attempt to build a doomsday device? Was it a clever piece of propaganda? Or was it simply a myth born from the chaos and fear of a world at war? We may never know the full truth. The fragmented evidence, the classified documents, and the passage of time have shrouded the project in a fog of speculation, but the tale itself is a powerful testament to the dark side of innovation and the terrifying possibilities that arise when the pursuit of power knows no bounds. It reminds us that sometimes the most frightening weapons are not the ones that were built, but the ones that were imagined. Thank you so much for joining us on this journey into the shadows of history. What do you think? Was Project Thunder real? Let us know your theories in the comments below, and if you enjoy exploring history's greatest mysteries, make sure to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more deep dives. We'll see you in the next one.